Wu-Sabat. My name is Irma, aka Miss TVJ. I have two questions. One, being that you kind of mentioned about the vaccines earlier, and then you're speaking also about the tones again. Now, there was a video that I had sent you guys. I don't know if you saw it because I know you're busy, but they were re-injecting about the Blu-rays from the blue lights and stuff from the LEDs and from the keyboards, the computers. And I know back in the day they used to have something called blue blockers, and it was supposedly taken off the market because they would allow you to see who wasn't real back then. I don't know. So I'm saying with the blue light issue now becoming, because being that we kind of they outlawed all the bulbs. Now we're black, the LEDs and everything is blue. And it's supposed to be a thing of mind control. How are you have you have anything to say about it or ever heard of it?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. But this is why, again, the best thing to be able to do is to apply Wu-Sabat and have what we call a psychic self-defense. And by raising your vibration and opening your third eye, which is becoming a fad now, people just say, oh, third eye is open. But you are able to then, one, protect yourself, because the most powerful thing you have is your mind. You can transform and change energy around you. And, excuse me, that's one of the things we're supposed to master on this realm. How to receive energy, manipulate it, transform it, and so on and so forth. And that's why you can tell when you're in an environment that you don't feel comfortable in, or with people, or in places with people that you don't feel comfortable in. And you can pick up people's energies and vibrations once you're attuned to it. And what these distractions, and that was a good point you made about the light, because the light is the blinding light. This is why they keep emphasizing light, as in the Illuminati, because illumination or illuminated is saying the enlightened ones. And they push the light because even in religion, they say, I've seen the light, come into the light. When people are trying to cross over, they said, I saw light. I was told to walk into the light. And they show these characters like Jesus, etc., with a light beaming from them, a halo over their head, or a light beaming from the chakra, which, is the heart seat. And that's all. This is why when people say I'm enlightened, you think it's a good thing, but really it's a trick, because they tell you God was in darkness before he created the light. And what light does, it brings chaos, because without light, remember, there are different types of light. And this is where you get, even in the holy tablets or in the Quran and certain books, they tell you about the green light and the amber light. The green light being the one from Michael, the agreeable one, the disagreeable being the amber light. And so in the world today, you have beings that are being tricked into the light, whether you say enlightened, Illuminati, the enlightened ones. And it's not a coincidence that in order for you to get the best rest and sleep, you have to go back into darkness. This is why most people will turn off the lights when they go to sleep, or what they call sleep. And because they know that in your sleep state is when you travel and traverse other realms, etc., meet other beings and so on, they make sure you always have a light. Even after you've turned off the lights, you still have a little light on your TV, on your, router, on your mobile phone, on, some device, your clock, your alarm clock will have a light to keep that light going. That will distract you, because, once there's light, your body, your being reacts to it and thinks that, that vibration is affecting you. So if you can, make sure when you sleep, you're in total darkness. No phones, no electronics, no lights whatsoever in the room you sleep. And also, if you can, get some thick curtains that block out the light, because you're going to be in that darkness, in the state that God was before he said, let there be light, is when you're going to experience the most peaceful and spiritual experiences. So, yes, you've asked a really good question. And this is why certain lights. Now, of course, there are people who work nights and sleep in the day. And the master teacher addressed somebody in one of the recordings where they couldn't sleep, and he was saying you can get, certain lights that mimic daytime when it's actually nighttime, and then you have the lights that mimic darkness. So you have to reprogram your body, and because your body can get thrown off of its circadian rhythm when you're doing things at the times when you're not supposed to, because you have melanin that is more, you have obviously serotonin and your melanin, which is working and operate and rejuvenating you during that time when you're sleeping. And this is what I'm saying about the lights, how it affects your melanin, and they know these tricks. So even with the music, because remember, light can be transferred into sound and sound transferred into light. So even with the music, they managed, to take away the vinyl, because the vinyl was something that was giving you more of that analog sound, and it affected your melanin. So everything is now digitized and digital,
Digitalized.
right? This is all part of the conspiracy. Digitizing everything gives you wrong vibrations and wrong frequencies, which are damaging to you.
And
And
then it's just subliminal messages and so forth.
exactly,
Added.
with the tones, with the messages. And somebody said in the chat, it's true that some of these artists do not know what they're doing. And this is why it's important to learn about the industry and not just be, you know, just be hyped on, yeah, and then you get these contracts that con you into, basically selling your soul. But yeah, I really hope that's helped you in some way.
Yes, it has. Thank you.